नमस्कार, मैं हूं प्रशांत और आज की अगर हम बात करें तो पूरा देश जो है वो राम की भक्ति में लीन है, क्योंकि 22 तारीख को प्राण प्रतिष्ठा है रामलला की मूर्ति की। और ऐसे में ही एक फिल्म आ रही है जिसका नाम है हनुमान। और इस फिल्म के बारे में जब इसका टीज़र रिलीज़ हुआ था बहुत चर्चा हुई थी। मेरा भी मन था इस फिल्म को देखने के लिए। अब फिल्म रिलीज़ पे आ गई है तो हम फिल्म तो देखेंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले हम बात करते हैं फिल्म के निर्देशक और फिल्म के एक्टर, जो मुख्य एक्टर है, मुख्य अभिनेता हैं, उनसे बात करते हैं। साथ में है प्रशांत वर्मा और तेजा सज्जा। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमसे बात करने के लिए। नमस्कार। सबसे पहले तो मैं ये कहूँगा कि मैं ये बताना चाहूँगा कि हम लोग इंटरव्यू कर रहे हैं और जो भक्ति कहें या सरेंडर कहें, जो डेडिकेशन हनुमान के प्रति वो ये है कि इंटरव्यूज़ भी जो हैं वो शूज़ पहन के नहीं है, जो एक आपने पूरे मेरे ख्याल में प्रमोशन के दौरान ये आपने बनाया है। सबसे पहले तो मैं आपसे यही पूछूंगा, आप दोनों हनुमान भक्त हैं?
Of course, sir. Everybody, as children, everybody is Hanuman's bhakt. Yeah.
Right. तो जब हम कोई फिल्म हनुमान पे, अभी तो मैं पहले ये बोलूँगा कि जो भक्ति पे फिल्में होती हैं बहुत कम हो गई हैं आज की डेट में बनने में। पहले साउथ हो या नॉर्थ, हर जगह बहुत सारी फिल्में थीं। और जब आज की डेट में आप फिल्म बनाने के लिए बहुत सारी टेक्नोलॉजी आ गई है, पहले टेक्नोलॉजी भी नहीं थी, फिर भी आपको क्यों लगता है कि आज की डेट में धार्मिक सब्जेक्ट पे, विषयों पे फिल्म बनाना, हालांकि आपकी फिल्म सुपर हीरो पे है, क्यों मुश्किल है या क्यों लोग नहीं अटेम्प्ट करते हैं?
वैसे नहीं सर, it's not about the technology or anything. I think over time people are more obsessed with the foreign genres, like James Bond and all that stuff, and slowly I think our filmmakers or audience, I'll not say audience are always up for anything that we show them. So even they have started getting exposed to a lot of foreign content, right? And I think filmmakers, I'll not say all the filmmakers, but few filmmakers got into this thing where they also want to make that kind of cinema, the international cinema in India, so that it will be received well with the current audience. But I think there are also filmmakers like Rajamouli sir and all that, they are still making films about...
Again, one more name, like same name, Prashant Neel.
So we are trying to tell stories of our culture, but no matter what the technology is only, they will facilitate us to tell the story in a much better way.
Right.
So I think there are a lot of filmmakers who want to make such kind of cinema. I think after Hanuman, there will be more such films that will come.
Okay. Okay. आपसे पूछूंगा तेजा कि सुपर हीरो प्ले करना किसी भी एक्टर के लिए एक ड्रीम होता है, और जब आपके पास ये कैरेक्टर आया, सो नो डाउट एक तो कैरेक्टर सुपर हीरो प्लस वो भी वो सुपर हीरो जो हमारे रूट्स और हमारे कल्चर के साथ कनेक्ट करता है। व्हाट वाज योर थॉट?
सर, टू अटेम्प्ट अ जॉनर जो तेलुगु में अभी तक नहीं आया। पहले हम शुरुआत किया ये पिक्चर तेलुगु में, सुपर हीरो जॉनर।
या तेलुगु में पहली सुपर हीरो फिल्म है?
हाँ, तेलुगु में पहली सुपर हीरो फिल्म है। वो मेरे को बहुत एक्साइटिंग था। एक नया कहानी बताने के लिए हमारे ऑडियंस के लिए वो मेरे को एक्साइटिंग था, और हमारे कल्चर के हिसाब से हम दिखा रहा है सुपर हीरो को। हमारे बच्चों सबको स्पाइडरमैन, सुपरमैन ये पता है, लेकिन हमारा इतिहास में, हमारा कल्चर में गॉड्स को ओरिजिनल सुपर पावर्स है। वो सुपर पावर्स से ये दिस इज़ रिटन hundreds of years before. All the superpowers that today that we are seeing in Hollywood films, they are written hundreds of years before in our itihasas that our gods possess. So those kind of superpowers, if given to a young boy, that is the crux of the story. So I was very excited to see the blend between a cool concept of superhero mixing it with our Indian itihasas.
Right. प्रशांत, इस तरह का सब्जेक्ट अटैम्प्ट करना आज की डेट में थोड़ा मुश्किल भी है, बिकॉज यू डोंट नो कि कहाँ पे कौन आके कुछ क्या बोलेगा। सो दैट वाज अ सेकंड थॉट कि ये करने से पहले, एंड लॉट्स ऑफ caution you have taken while doing the film?
Sir, no matter what you do in life, people will always have a problem with it. So if you keep thinking about what people will say, you can never make anything extraordinary. So instead of that, let's try to put in an effort to make it right. So obviously, I have spent a lot of time. I spoke to a lot of scholars who know about our itihasas, and I've studied in a Gurukul, so I have a lot of knowledge about itihasas. So there was never a second thought, whether to make this film, what will people say and all that. Because I am confident that I will make this film and I'll make it right. I will make it in a way where everyone will accept it. Because if we don't take that risk, so slowly our itihasas will, people will start forgetting all this. Until and unless there is, if you look at Hollywood, they keep retelling their stories. Yeah. If you look at Beauty and the Beast and Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, they keep retelling their stories. Like so many times they make the same film again and again and again. People will still go and watch it.
It happens in India also.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not talking about all these films, but I feel that most of the directors, they are remaking their films. Yeah. If you will see it minutely, then you will find that the crux or the main crux of the story is same, but they are just changing the characters, locations and everything. Am I right? Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yes, sir. I mean, that's the point that I wanted to make.
Okay. So, but पहले आपसे पूछूंगा, then आपके पास आता हूँ वापस. ये 13 किलो का जो गधा है ना, उसको उठा के एक्शन करना कितना मुश्किल था?
बहुत मुश्किल था सर. वो तकरीबन I think about 12 to 15 kgs. It used to weigh about 12 to 15 kgs. वो होल्ड करना ही मुश्किल है. मैं तो
अंदर मसल्स होंगे आपके, तो मुझे पता है.
मसल्स होते तो भी ये सिंगल हैंड से सुपर हीरो है ना साहब, बहुत इजीली लिफ्ट करना है. व्हेन वी आर शूटिंग इट शुड लुक, एफर्ट नहीं लगना है. So it was very difficult to do that, and while I was on ropes and all, I had to lift it with one hand, and I have to lift it with one hand. A lot of injuries that happened with the gada also, but it was all fun sir. End of the day, हमने बहुत मेहनत किया, लेकिन वो सब we loved doing it. Yeah.
But ऐसा होता था शूटिंग के बाद हाथ में पेन हो रहा है?
Every day sir. Every day.
एक फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट रखा था कोई सेट पे?
Yes, I did at times. Not every time, but I had severe few injuries. So for that I had physiotherapist. Yeah.
Okay. इस बीच में एक और फिल्म आई थी आदि पुरुष, आपने देखी होगी. उसमें कुछ काफ़ी जो सिनेमैटिक लिबर्टी है उसको लेके थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हुआ. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है, विषय है डिस्कशन का, कि किस हद तक आप सिनेमैटिक लिबर्टी या किस हद तक जो आपके कैरेक्टर्स हैं उनको आप छेड़छाड़ कर सकते हैं. आपका क्या मानना है?
नहीं, द इतिहासas are very sensitive topic, so you cannot say words like creative liberty and like all that stuff. I think the reason why even I've learned itihasas all my life, I've never attempted to make them as is, because I don't know, like it is not that it's very, very difficult to represent them in exactly the way everybody want them to be represented. So I started doing this film. So this film is not about Hanumanji. So this film is about a normal lad, a young village lad who gets the powers of Hanumanji. So definitely, like you said, if we are doing a film directly on Mithihasas as is, so then I don't know if we can tamper with them, because you cannot risk, we cannot mess with the sanctity of the Itihasas. Yeah.
Okay. So one more thing, I was just thinking कि in last few years I have seen many films from South, जहाँ पे हमारा अपने roots की तरफ, चाहे हम कंतारा की बात करें या हम अभी बीच में मैं एकदम नाम भूल रहा हूँ, जो आई थी फिल्म काफ़ी इधर नॉर्थ में भी चली थी, and then
कार्तिकेय,
कार्तिकेय 1 and 2 both. उससे पहले साउथ में भी अगर हमने OTT पे कुछ फिल्म्स देखी हैं तो वहाँ पे भी हिस्टोरिकल पीरियोडिक फिल्म्स किंग्स के साथ जोड़ के वो फिल्म्स हैं. और यू थिंक कि रूट्स में साउथ अभी भी अपने रूट्स को ढूंढ रहा है, यहाँ पे हम क्या भ्रमित हो गए हॉलीवुड देख के कि हम रियलिस्टिक सिनेमा या रोज़ ज़िंदगी का सिनेमा या मेट्रो का सिनेमा उसकी तरफ हम चले गए और हम लोगों ने ये रियलाइज़ नहीं किया कि कब ऑडियंस बदल गई ड्यूरिंग कोविड.
I don't know, sir. I mean, this so-called segregation of North India and South India, I think it is not accurate. Like, you know, I'm sure there are a lot of people in South India who like this kind of international cinema, the so-called international cinema. And there are a lot of people in North India who still respect and want to do more rooted cinema. I think India is so diverse.
एक्चुअली मुझे लगता है कि जो नॉर्थ ऑडियंस है ना वो साउथ इंडियन सिनेमा से ज़्यादा देख पाई ड्यूरिंग कोविड. मैंने भी बहुत फिल्में देखी एंड मतलब आई नो ऑल द एक्टर्स नेम्स एंड एवरीथिंग एंड अदरवाइज पहले हमें सिर्फ रजनीकांत सर पता होता था, हमें कमल हासन मालूम होते हैं हमें, बट नाउ वी नो एवरीवन. या सॉरी इंटरप्टेड.
No.
So to add to his point, I think North audience, South audience, or North makers, South makers, there's no more boundaries, sir. The best example is Jawan at least are coming from at least.
No, I'm not talking about boundaries. I'm talking about that why South is still rooted or you are in touch with your roots. Why this side has gone towards Hollywood more?
I think you should be asking someone from here, sir. We can tell you why we are attempting this story, sir.
जैसे ही अभी उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि आप खुद गुरुकुल से पढ़ाई की है, सो नो डाउट आपका इंक्लिनेशन उधर होगा, ज़्यादा होगा, है ना. आप जिस तरह के परिप्रेक्ष्य से आते हैं, जिस तरह के बैकग्राउंड से आते हैं, आपका वो इंक्लिनेशन उधर हो जाता है. सो डू यू थिंक समवेयर यू आर ट्रू टू योर आर्ट, यू आर नॉट, और या ये चलता है ये नहीं चलता है, उसमें नहीं फंसे हैं, उस रट में नहीं है?
I think globalization hasn't hit us yet so hard, sir. We are still pure. Okay. I think that way probably.
But I think it's a mix, sir. I mean, like it is easy to categorize it into North India and South India. South Indian people are very rooted. North Indian people are getting more global and all that. So I think it is easy to say it, but I think I'm sure there are a lot of people in North India who think like South Indians.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people in South India who think like North Indians.
This is, I'm just saying, just to, you know, it will help
people,
you,
help
you to understand that what I'm trying to say.
Correct, sir.
I'm against this, these boundaries. Yeah, I'm against these boundaries. We love everyone, means every actor there.
Correct.
Thank you, sir.
So, yeah. So, another thing which I want to say that इतना time तेलुगु सिनेमा में क्यों लगा सुपर हीरो बनाने में?
Because we already, all the actors in Telugu are superheroes, sir. We have, this is just on a fun side I'm saying this, we have no physics.
Yeah.
All our actors are superheroes for us. We grew up watching them like that, sir. We worship them like that. Back in Tollywood or in Tamil films, we see heroes as gods, demigods. This has been my childhood. So they are our superheroes. They can throw anybody. They can do anything.
You are right.
Yeah. So
they use the word superhero.
Yeah. They didn't need
Heroes तो यहाँ पे पहले से ही थे.
Yeah, they were always super.
हाँ, तो उनको लगा जो सुपर हीरो कर रहे हैं वो तो हमारे हीरोज कर रहे हैं, तो क्यों बनाए?
We have the exact same sentence in our film.
Yeah.
The dialogue is there in our film.
Okay.
Yeah.
So मुझे ये बताइए during the shooting चैलेंजिंग, सबसे चैलेंजिंग चीज़ आप लोगों को एज एन एक्टर, एज ए डायरेक्टर क्या था इस फिल्म के लिए? बिकॉज डिफरेंट लोकेशंस, जैसा कि मैं बात कर रहा था किसी से आपकी टीम से, डिफरेंट लोकेशंस, देन एक्शन, काइंड ऑफ एक्शन मीन्स आपके अगर अंदर हनुमान जी की शक्तियाँ आ गई हैं तो मतलब उस लेवल का होना चाहिए. VFX, शूटिंग, एक्शन, क्या सबसे ज़्यादा चैलेंजिंग था?
Sir, we shot a lot of portions in forests, so it was very in some forests it was like I think very unexplored locations. I think RRR was shot where we shot. So it was very difficult to go to those places and shoot. I don't know if we've shown it in the posters. We've tried to explore some unexplored locations for the film, and there were snakes. And there were one snake almost bit him. So we were shooting and the snake was just here. So there were a lot of difficulties, but I think there was always some divine intervention which was saving us from all the big mishaps that could have happened.
ये मेरे दिमाग में था, ये मेरे पीछे चल रहा था ये सवाल कि आपको आपने कहा ना कुछ एक ऐसा शूटिंग करते टाइम कुछ ऐसा आपको एक फीलिंग हुआ कि ऑलमाइटी से कुछ
Definitely,
100% सर, 100% बिकॉज
कोई ऐसा एक्सपीरियंस आप बताएंगे ऑडियंस को?
सर हनुमान जैसे फिल्म हम बना नहीं सकता सर. This film happened to us. We didn't make the film, sir. We sincerely believe this because for the kind of reception, for the kind of love that we are getting from across the nation and even from outside countries, we are just relatively new people having no background from Hyderabad, sitting in a small place in Hyderabad, not even in the Film Nagar. Okay, Film Nagar is considered to be the center of films. Not even in Film Nagar, we are just sitting somewhere, some small place. He has dreamt something so big that we didn't even understand. I was just thinking about the superhero idea or the simple concept behind it. A young boy from a village has a problem, then this guy gets superpowers. That is all where my mind was revolving around. But the kind of imagination that he had इस फिल्म के लिए वो बहुत बड़ा था सर.
Okay.
So every single day this film pushed the boundaries for us, opened gates for us in different ways. I cannot explain you one single situation. Today, if we are sitting here in Bombay, in our wildest dreams also, we have never imagined that we would release our film straight in Hindi in theatres.
Yeah, it's a pan-India film.
Yeah, and sitting in front of people like senior journalists like you and all that is we've never imagined all this. And
both are Hanuman bucks, maybe that's why. Even me. Yeah.
So my name is written as directed in the credits. I think Hanumanji is directing this whole thing.
Yeah, उसके बिना उनके बिना तो.
Well said.
So I think we are all just actors in this whole making of this film.
Yeah.
I think Hanumanji is making us do this film and making us sit in front of you, making you promote the film. So I think he is the one who is directing all this.
Great. Very good.
And also I think one of the most difficult things to shoot was the underwater sequence. So he was...
For me, sir, not for
him. Yeah. I was sitting comfortably outside. But it was... I think usually like all the action sequences or we already worked on another film before.
Okay.
So it was a big hit film in Telugu and it got dubbed in Hindi and...
Which one? What's the name?
Zombie Ready.
Zombie Ready, yeah.
The same presenter over here in Hindi, Rivaz Garu, has done it in Hindi.
So we've done a couple of action sequences in that and that is fine. But when we thought of this underwater sequence, we thought we'll have to figure out a way because acting for so long, I mean like the sequence is little elaborated.
Okay. In so water it might have.
Inside water. If you've seen the trailer starts with that sequence.
Yeah.
So I thought, Teja will not be able to be inside water for so long and then give all the expressions also. But I was amazed, I thought we will try, but if we cannot do it, we will...
So that's inside the water, that first scene.
That's not graphics, sir. Okay. That is not CG.
Shot for real.
We could have done graphics, sir, if provided we had the resources, but we had to go and do it quite literally. The water was original, shooting it under the water was original, but the surroundings was made by...
Yeah, the extensions was done.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Great. So last thing, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा कि 12 को फिल्म रिलीज है और 22 को जैसे मैंने अपने इंट्रोडक्शन में बोला कि 22 को प्राण प्रतिष्ठा है राम की, तो आप लोग श्री राम से आशीर्वाद लेने जा रहे हैं?
Definitely, sir.
We've already been there, sir. Yeah. We've already been there 6 months back only.
Okay.
To take lessons, but definitely after the temple opens, we'll go.
We will definitely go.
Done. फिर तो हनुमान जी और श्री राम दोनों का आशीर्वाद आपके साथ रहेगा. ऑडियंस आए, देखे फिल्म और आपके हिट फिल्म्स के लिस्ट में एक और नाम जुड़े फिल्म का. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया बात करने के लिए. ऑल द बेस्ट.
Thank you.
Thank you.